At the beginning of the conference, it talked about you as an individual, an N of one, and your own unique experience. And also how you're part of this community of emergency medicine with the shared ethos of, getting the job done, no matter what the circumstances, despite the challenges. And while you are a single drop whose ripples have tremendous impact, you're also part of this collective. You've spent the past 3 days here sharpening your clinical acumen. And now you are recharged. You're going to get back to your shop, and it's going to feel like you're floating on air. And when you get back to your shop, there's no end to the variables that you're going to face. But there is one constant. There's one. And no matter how good, bad, or weird the day, that constant is our patient, just like Richie was talking about. That patient is the constant of what we do. And yeah, you've learned from these experts, you've leveled up, right? You've learned all this great stuff. But this is not a meditation of self-fulfillment. We're doing all of this for someone else. The thing is, it's someone we don't even know. Someone we've never met, but it's someone who needs us. Someone who comes to us every day. Earlier this year, I interviewed internist Christian Maurer on my podcast. He was an internist who was the epitome of hard work, work ethic, compassion. He is the clinician we all want to be. He also had a brain tumor, and he spent a lot of time on both ends of the exam room. And I want to play a clip from that interview because I think it focuses in on, why we're here, why we're doing this, why we come to a conference like this, why we're in this room. Here we go.
If you could encapsulate a philosophy, like a philosophy of medicine or an approach to being a clinician, maybe a message to the medical community, what would you say? What would you say to the listener, something you think is important but overlooked or maybe even not thought of at all?
It's don't be lazy and don't expect to be on time to anything. And I think that really should be imparted to kids that are applying to medical school. And you must tirelessly work for the patients. It's the patient, the patient, the patient. We all think, we feel sorry for ourselves. Oh, we're tired, or we saw 30 patients, and the patient, the patient, the patient.
Our job is to care for that human being right in front of us and to be their champion. Their champion. If there's one word that sums up what we do, that is it. Champion. Not a champion who defeated someone or won a contest, but a champion who defends the well-being of another. Leave here with that word. Because being a champion for our patients is the center around which everything else that we do is built. And now, it's time to go. Champions. And every day, be inspired by what you do. And be inspiring.